At a time when WWE fans are still dealing with the devastating news of Liv Morgan's shoulder injury, CM Punk has stepped in to remind everyone of what truly matters when it comes to Liv Morgan. Yes, she's injured. Yes, she's likely going to miss the rest of the year. And yes, that's a huge blow to not just her career but to several WWE storylines that were built around her. But amidst all the discussions about how her absence affects Evolution 2, how it impacts the Judgment Day, or what it means for her tag team championship reign with Raquel Rodriguez, CM Punk gave fans something else to think about, something way more important. He reminded everyone why Liv Morgan should be celebrated right now, not just sympathized with. It was during a live recording of Kevin Hart's Cold as Balls show at the Fanatics Fest in New York City that CM Punk gave Liv Morgan the kind of praise that you wouldn't typically expect from him. Punk's not exactly known for throwing compliments around lightly, especially not when it comes to modern WWE talents, but this time, he didn't hold back. He called Liv Morgan his MVP of the year. Let that sink in for a moment. This is CM Punk, a man whose voice still carries an incredible amount of weight in the wrestling world, saying that Liv Morgan, yes, Liv, was the standout performer of 2025, and it's only halfway through the year. Now obviously, Liv's injury is heartbreaking. She dislocated her shoulder in a match against Zoe Stark on Monday Night Raw. It's an injury that's reportedly going to require surgery and will likely keep her out of the ring for the rest of the year. The timing couldn't be worse. Liv had been on one of the most impressive runs of her career, becoming one of WWE's most heavily featured performers. Over the last 12 months, she captured both the WWE Women's World Championship and the Women's Tag Team titles. She was involved in high-profile feuds with Rhea Ripley, Becky Lynch, and even Nikki Bella. Her storylines were central to Raw's programming, and Evolution 2 was expected to be another huge milestone in her journey. CM Punk, reflecting on her progress, shared something that really hit home. He talked about how Liv started in WWE right around the time he left in 2014, and how over the past year, he's had the chance to truly watch her evolve. He said he missed the first part of her journey, but witnessing her break out of her shell, become a complete performer, and transform into someone he called this little worker, it genuinely warmed his heart. He spoke with the kind of pride you usually hear from a mentor or a coach, not just a fellow superstar. He acknowledged that injuries are part of the game, that no one gets through wrestling unscathed, but he also made it clear how much admiration he has for Liv and everything she's accomplished. And here's the thing, Punk's not wrong. In fact, his comments might be the most accurate summary of Liv Morgan's year. This is a woman who came back from a previous shoulder injury in 2023, returned to Raw with fire in her eyes, and embarked on what fans dubbed the Liv Morgan Revenge Tour. That whole run was built around Liv wanting to get even with Rhea Ripley. She wanted to dismantle the Judgment Day piece by piece. She wanted to break up Dominic Mysterio and Ripley, take the women's world title, and ultimately position herself as the face of the division. And it wasn't just talk, WWE actually let her go out there and do it. Week after week, she delivered. Her promos were sharper, her in-ring work was tighter, and her presence felt real. She had fans emotionally invested in her again, and it felt like WWE was finally recognizing her potential as a top-tier star. Now with this new injury, everything gets paused, but does it all fall apart? Not necessarily. Sure, it sucks that her match with Nikki Bella at Evolution 2 won't happen. That would have been a big moment. It also sucks that her tag team run with Raquel Rodriguez has to be cut short. It's even more frustrating to realize that WWE reportedly had plans for Liv to go on and feud with Roxanne Perez and Io Sky this summer. But here's the silver lining: injuries, while unfortunate, also have a strange way of creating new opportunities in wrestling. They stop momentum, yes, but they also create anticipation. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and when Liv Morgan eventually returns, she's going to be welcomed back with open arms. In fact, the question now becomes, what's the best way to reintroduce Liv Morgan when she's healthy again? You could go in so many directions. One option would be to bring her back as a babyface. She already has a massive amount of sympathy built up. Her fan base is passionate, loyal, and vocal. They love rooting for her, and this could be the perfect excuse to reset her character and go back to what made her a fan favorite in the first place. Or WWE could lean into her existing character arc, the darker, more unhinged version of Liv who was hell-bent on revenge, and keep her on that path. Maybe by then, Rhea Ripley is back too, and they can pick up where they left off. Or maybe she returns and reignites her rivalry with Raquel Rodriguez. Who could feel betrayed or abandoned? Or maybe WWE does the unexpected and has Liv go after Roxanne or Io Sky again with unfinished business. The truth is, it all depends on how long she's out. If it's a short recovery, say 4 to 6 months, then she could realistically return before the end of the year, maybe even in time for Survivor Series or the Royal Rumble build-up. If it's longer than that, then WWE might have to adjust their plans more dramatically. But one thing is for certain, Liv Morgan's stock hasn't dropped. If anything, it's risen. Punk naming her his MVP speaks volumes. Think about everything else going on in WWE this year: John Cena winning his 17th world title, the Bloodline saga continuing to evolve, Seth Rollins aligning with Paul Heyman, the rise of Braun Breaker, Jey Uso's solo push, Tiffany Stratton's breakout, Io Sky's incredible momentum, Rhea Ripley becoming a true megastar, and yet, CM Punk still points to Liv Morgan as the most valuable performer in WWE right now. That's not just praise, that's validation. Liv has worked hard to get to this point, and even if her journey is temporarily on hold, the path ahead of her is still wide open. Punk's comments should serve as a reminder not just to fans, but to WWE itself. Liv Morgan matters. Her work matters. Her growth, her story, her connection with the audience, it all matters. And when she comes back, she's going to be even more important to the landscape of WWE than she was before she left. Injuries can derail a career, sure, but they can also be the setup for a massive return. Liv Morgan's comeback could be one of the biggest moments in WWE in 2026, depending on how they build it. Maybe she returns in the Royal Rumble and wins it. Maybe she comes back with a vengeance and targets whoever holds the women's world title. Maybe she comes back and picks up a completely new storyline that we haven't even thought of yet. But what we do know, thanks to CM Punk, is that Liv Morgan is respected, she's valued, she's recognized by the locker room and by the fans as someone who has earned her place. So yes, it's a shame that Evolution 2 won't feature Liv Morgan. It's a shame that her current run has been cut short. But this isn't the end of her story, not even close. If anything, it's the start of a new chapter, one that could be even better than the last. Because when Liv Morgan returns, it won't just be as a comeback, it'll be as a statement, a reminder of everything she's already accomplished and everything she still has left to prove. CM Punk sees it, the fans see it, and soon, the entire WWE Universe will see it again. Chelsea Green is calling for the return of Total Divas, and she's already got her dream cast in mind. From 2013 to 2019, Total Divas was a breakout hit on the E! Network, giving fans an inside look at the lives of WWE's female superstars. The show helped launch names like the Bella Twins and Eva Marie into mainstream stardom, and Green believes it's time for a revival. Speaking on the Lightweights podcast, Green revealed she's heard rumblings from both WWE and Hollywood insiders about a potential reboot. "I've heard from multiple people that there's a push to bring Total Divas back," Green said. "If it happens, I definitely want to be part of it, along with Sydney, Maxine, and Tiffy. Tiffy's so different from her character. She's chill and down to earth, which might be too calm for reality TV, but I think that contrast could work." She also included several familiar faces in her fantasy lineup. Nia Jax has to be there. Not only is she an original cast member, but she knows everything, like everything. Natty / Natalya is a must. She's the glue of the locker room and the ultimate OG. And Naomi would be great to see again, too. Green also named Bianca Belair as a strong candidate, especially because of the compelling content her life with husband Montez Ford could bring to the show. As for drama, Green teased that her first on-screen rivalry might be with WWE Women's US Champion Zelina Vega. She's perfect for reality TV.